Hi everyone, welcome to our video. Today we will be going through wind energy. So what is wind energy? Wind energy is the use of wind to provide the mechanical power through wind turbines to turn electric generators and traditionally to do other work, like milling or pumping. Wind power is a sustainable and renewable energy, and has a much smaller impact on the environment compared to burning fossil fuels. But why do we need it? Well, our main source of electricity nowadays comes from fossil fuels. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, and natural gas are finite and non-renewable, they will take millions of years to form. Due to the increase in human population, there is a significant increase in the demand of electricity. This will eventually lead to overmining of fossil fuel and cause depletion of Earth's finite resources, which will then lead to environmental problems such as global warming, deforestation and depletion of the ozone layer. This scenario is described as the tragedy of common. It happens when private users start to exploit the shared resources, and when supply exceeds demand, it will not be available to some or all of the other users and might bring negative consequences. According to research by Stanford, finite resources such as gas will end in about 40 years' time, coal will be 70 years and oil will last for 53 years. In order to prevent or minimize such catastrophe, alternative energy will have to be sourced. So how does wind energy work? When wind blows past the turbines will spin. This spins the gears in the turbine, which is connected to a generator. When the generator is spun, electricity is produced. The advantages of wind energy. Firstly, wind is an infinite resource. It is generated by the uneven heating of the Earth's atmosphere by the sun. Therefore, wherever the sun shines, there will be wind for the wind turbine to harvest from. Secondly, wind energy can replace or reduce other forms of energy consumption such as fossil fuels. Lastly, wind energy is non-polluting. Generating electricity from wind energy does not emit harmful byproducts into the atmosphere. Therefore, wind energy is very green, sustainable, and reduces the use of other forms of energy which can be harmful to the environment. Now on to the disadvantages of wind energy. Firstly, fluctuation of wind speeds affect the amount of energy related. Although wind always exists and can never run out, the speed of the wind can affect energy output. It is only when a strong enough wind blows which causes the blades to move, the wind turbine will generate energy. This means that wind energy is not a constant source of energy, as strong winds occur at only certain times. Secondly, wind turbines require a large plot of land to be set up, as the wind turbines would need to be far apart from one another such that wind is not blocked from one turbine to another. That's why wind turbines are normally located at mountainous or long coastal areas where there is spacious land to set up and strong winds as well. Lastly, wind turbines are a threat to wildlife. With the length of the blades of the wind turbines, followed by the fact that there are multiple of them around, it is easy for flight animals to fly through the wind turbine farm and get hit by the blades. This contributes to the mortality rates of avians and bats. Next, I will recommend some ways of use of wind energy and to improve efficiency of wind energy generation. In conclusion, global demand for energy grows every day. Therefore, wind energy could be a sustainable solution for our energy demand. This is because, unlike coal and fossil fuels, wind energy is a renewable source of energy and does not emit greenhouse gases. However, since the flow of wind is unpredictable, we cannot rely on wind energy all the time. Nonetheless, further research can be done to develop new and innovative ideas to harness renewable energy from wind. As wind energy is a form of energy where amount generated is highly dependent on weather conditions and hence not reliable for large consumptions. The three listed areas of use of electricity are of low electricity demand. They are household, recreational marine vehicles and street lights. Household electricity usage of 4.3% is still considered insignificant as compared to industrial electricity usage of 88.9% according to Singapore Energy Statistics. According to research, current wind turbines able to capture 45% of wind to generate electricity at its best performance. Room for improvement is huge, and hence our group decided to suggest ways to tackle this shortcoming. Firstly, wind tower can be built at greater heights to increase efficiency of wind turbines as wind towers' efficiency increases with the height. Next, instead of collecting wind energy solely, a hybridization of wind and solar energy increases the efficiency, especially in countries with 4 seasons. This is because collection of wind energy is easier during cooler seasons while the latter during the hotter seasons. They compensate to obtain the highest achievable efficiency. Lastly, larger rotors should be used as the surface of a rotor determines the amount of energy generated for a wind turbine. Amount of energy generated increases exponentially with the size of rotor and hence increases turbine's efficiency.